Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 Is he actually? There's no way. Generic intro and the Duck Goes Moo here, back with another nostalgic video, and today we are doing top 11 poorly aged Bill Cosby commercials, which I don't know what this is going to entail. I'm not super familiar with Bill Cosby. I never really watched much of his stuff. I guess it was a little bit before my time. I did hear about all the, accusations and crimes that he supposedly committed. I'm not sure if he was found guilty or whatnot, but this is going to be another commercial special from Nostalgia Critic. Came out 3 months ago. I'm not going to complain about that. I love watching Nostalgia Critic commercial compilations. You can check my reaction to the last Nostalgia Critic video, which I believe was Independence Day Resurgence, I believe, which was the sequel to Independence Day. Leave my reaction to that right up there. Also, link down below in the description. Also, in place my channel with all my other Nostalgia Critic reactions. Go in chronological order. That video had a charity shout out at the end of the video, and it made a whopping $1.76 in the first day of ad revenue. It's really rough. I could not do this if it was not for the patrons. It was supposed to go to hearttoheart.org, which I've actually, I think, donated them in the past, but they don't accept donations less than $5, so I donated that to the Greensboro Urban Ministry, which is a charity here in my city that I've actually volunteered at before. But shout out to the patrons. Would not possible was not for them. It's really rough right now. Likes are always appreciated. I do read all your comments, at least them down below. I'm completely against paywalls. You also don't see brand deals on the channel. I turn down literally 99% of all the brand deals that get offered to me. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I can make your day a tiny little better. I'm here to make you smile, not make you pay. But shout out to the patrons. None of this possible was not for them. Top 11 poorly aged Bill Cosby commercials. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. All right.
This episode brought to you by Chime.
Chime.
Winning app and debit card that can save you money today. Hey folks, we're starting YouTube memberships.
My voice probably sounds a little bit weird.
Polls, behind-the-scene videos, and other
I think allergies are just demolishing my throat.
And we'll be at Midwest Gaming Classic in Wisconsin in early April.
Wisconsin.
Hope to see you there.
Oh, I think I missed that, as it's July 11th at time recording. Well, that was fast. Commercials.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have
Commercials.
Well, I don't usually get dressed up in my commercial attire unless I'm doing a commercial special.
It is a commercial special.
It keeps popping up every single time I go looking for some commercials.
Bill Cosby.
I think you know the kind popping up I'm talking about.
What would that be?
Oh yeah, there's more where that came from.
Is that pudding?
Another common phrase you might hear around him. Bill Cosby went from America's darling to one of Hollywood's biggest monsters. As such, there's a ton of ironic advertisements he was in celebrating.
Was he just in a lot of
he was in
advertisements?
on it.
No, well, sir, if she says no, no means no.
Oh my God.
Is that how we're starting
There's
out?
So damn many of them, I couldn't keep spacing them out in commercial specials. So, in the special top 11 list, we're gonna look at the most uncomfortable, most cringy,
I
and
see.
most collar-tugging TV ads, shorts, and yes, even PSAs he's been in. Why top 11? Because this
How many things
deserves
was
a
he
lot
in?
more than that. So join me in this
Honestly,
journey
you
of
could probably
bad
just
taste.
make
This
an
is
entire
the top
compilation.
11 poorly aged Bill Cosby commercials.
What is that?
Jigglers, they're a handful of fun.
What is that? I'm not entirely sure what his allegations were or what happened. I'm not sure the allegations or if he was found guilty.
Number 11.
You know what's so cool about Jell-O gelatin pops?
Never had him. Didn't know that Jell-O made gelatin
the
pops.
same way Cosby often had a hold of something else. Now, while there's not a ton to mock in this one, it is a little awkward hearing Bill Cosby telling you what you can do with your hands while he sucks on something.
While your right hand is doing this, your left hand can be doing this or...
Also, has he always been old?
Or this. Or this. Or this. Or this.
Censored.
Yeah, okay, that one's fair.
Yeah.
But if your left hand sees how much fun your right hand is having,
Call the police.
you don't
Yeah.
want to be left out.
Oh, trust me, we've been trying to get other names out of Cosby for a while.
What do you mean other names? Like what?
Now you have to share.
Again, not entirely convinced you didn't. Like I said, not the biggest list of easy material, but we got 10 left on this list, so let's not keep them waiting.
10.
Jell-O gelatin pops. Real Jell-O gelatin, only cooler.
Cooler. Okay.
Number 10.
Is Jell-O good?
I see. It's a sensible drink.
This one's from the Museum of Classic Chicago.
Okay, so I'm
Television,
guessing he
which
wasn't
you should
old.
certainly check out if you haven't. And once again, there isn't a whole lot in this one, but the few moments that are, you remember.
Hi, being Bill Cosby isn't all fun and games.
Oh,
Trust
really?
me, we're aware. With court hearings and lawyer briefings and clarifying what with intent means.
So, when they asked me to do commercials for High C,
I said, think
Also,
carefully.
is it
this
like
might
basketball
bite
against
you in the
children?
ass later.
every 6 ounces of High C has 100% of the U.S. RDA of vitamin C. High C has 10% real fruit juice.
Just like the drinks he gave people, it has 10% actual juice.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, there's not a ton more, but it does end on one hell of a final line he says to this kid.
To what?
It's a sensible drink. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Who asked you to talk?
If he had a nickel every time he said that to a young person, he'd own High C. This is one of many Cosby commercials where he's surrounded by kids. And
Also, why are they
their
almost
parents
as tall as
practicing
him?
the phrase at the time. Don't worry though, the list only gets worse.
Who asked you to talk?
That's brutal. I don't know what year that was.
What kind of grandfather am I?
Your legal team advises you not to answer that. This one is also super short, but it makes the awkwardness.
What is
count
his
when
deal
you
with
just
Jell-O?
think about Cosby making anything.
Also, is
for
it
you,
everything
serving you with
eating
that
related?
devilish Smile.
I made delicious new fat-free Jell-O pudding and invited the grandkids over to try some.
If they start to get a little tired after having it, that's just from all the running around. From me.
Oh.
Invited the grandkids over to try some. Too bad they're in Hawaii.
I felt a great
was so
relief
unnecessary.
in the room, as if millions of parents cried out in terror and then were suddenly thankful.
Dessert is back.
I wonder
and
why
it's
they're in Hawaii.
Guess what else is back?
Oh, is this
This
when-
guy trying to get a comedy special going.
Is he actually? There's no way.
Join me at number 8.
Oh, man.
Number 8.
Also, was this like during when like
Best-selling
fat
author,
was considered
TV
like
star.
the really,
And
really
cleanest
bad thing
inmate
that
in Cell
happened
Block C.
in America?
In the hilarious comedy recording, Oh Baby.
Okay, that title is bad enough, but you really have to have that face next to it.
And one of the funniest men in the world.
Oh, baby!
Well, Cosby doesn't advertise the product
Well, that
himself in this
shirt.
one. He is the star of it, and as you'd imagine, it leads to some awkward routines.
Bill Cosby on Marriage.
There are things I'm not doing anymore.
We want to believe you.
Yeah.
And not because I can't. But because I don't want to.
Okay, that you're not going to sell anyone.
Here's Bill on Love.
Here I am dozing off. The first year, no way I would doze off.
Well, I think everybody sees the irony here, but continue.
But I love her more today than back then when I stayed awake.
So I figure if I turn the tables, maybe it'd equal more love in my life.
Bill Cosby
This is a pretty good
hits his views
impression.
on marriage, love, and skiing.
Skiing.
We can probably
That gets thrown in
skip.
there.
The other two we're far more curious about.
On cassette is only $9.95. The
Wow.
compact disc only $14.95.
Oh, baby!
Can you stop?
Why is it
playing
you saying
I
that?
get an image of Bill Cosby as the mask dropping his jaw like he just saw an ad for Quaaludes.
Oh no.
Needless to say, the nice guy routine might be a little tainted from Cosby, but I think we're used to things being tainted by him at this point anyway.
Plus $2.95.
Wow,
postage
Doug.
and handling.
Oh, baby!
Stop it. I'm stop it. Just quit.
Number 7.
Attention, Pepsi drinkers.
Get ready
Wow,
for Coke
straight.
stock to drop like the box office for Ghost Dad.
Introducing the new taste of Coca-Cola. The best Coca-Cola ever.
Was that when
Couldn't
Coke
put
tried to
together
change
this
the
guy was a
flavor and
liar.
people
He
didn't
was
like
the
it
first
and they called it
person to
Coke
say
2?
New Coke was good.
That's
Or
all
they
I'm
just
going
call it
to
New
say.
Coke.
In fact, that's all I have to say. No more words.
The last thing said after anybody questioned, why does this taste funny?
This stuff is great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, if there's anything you should
That's so
apologize
believable.
for, it's saying New Coke is good. Alright, that's also
Can you
true,
even
but
get
you
New
know
Coke
there's
anymore?
more. Want to complete this unpleasantness? How about a little ASMR of Bill downing an uncertain liquid that we know deep
Oh, so
down
that can look
nobody
really
should
small.
legally have in their mouth?
I haven't drank soda.
He made that noise like, I know this ain't Coke,
Since
I'm swallowing.
2014?
I don't know who it is, but it ain't Coke. Yeah, I'm okay not hearing any more bodily functions from him. Next ad.
Yeah, that's fair.
Number 6.
Oh, I'm sure the comments are gonna be hilarious on this video. I do dog comments. Also, likes are always
Laws made
appreciated.
it clear nobody needs to tell you what's making certain
You
melons
enjoyed the
wiggle.
video?
We just got past the Cheeklers debacle. Do we really need to throw wiggling in there too?
What is his deal with Jell-O?
Nobody wiggled. Everybody just lay perfectly still. Wait. He might take that as an invite. Just stay away from him.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's wigglicious.
A new law has also made it clear you cannot make up
I
words
don't even know
anymore,
if I've ever
especially
eaten Jell-O.
wigglicious, tingle jingle, and bouncy
Like
bumpies.
the-
We didn't think these laws
I've
would
had
have to be
pudding.
made, but that's the least of the surprises we got from you.
But Jell-O? I don't think I've had just Jell-O. Like,
Only the Pig
why?
Cosby's legal team continues to dig their way out of.
Now you can have your fun and eat it too.
I
Shouldn't play
believe
with the
Bun
food.
has filed a 20-yard restraining order against you,
Only
so
20?
I would rephrase that.
What do you think all these kids are
Let's
like
cut to another
interviewed
ad. I'm sure we'll be even more uncomfortable.
about being on set with Bill Cosby as a kid? Like, if anything happened?
Time full of flowers and blooming, or if you're in Chicago snow. And of course, Chime.
Chime.
I enjoy spring, and Chime puts my mind at ease to enjoy it even more. With the Chime Secured Credit Builder Visa credit card,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
easy to
secure
start
credit card.
building credit with everyday purchases and
Definitely
regular
looking to getting
on-time
credit.
payments with no annual
Just-
fees or interest.
I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that,
Score
but
grows, so could your
I wish I got a
opportunities
credit
for
card
lower
sooner,
rates on loans,
personally.
like for a car or home. That was my cat. The
Aw.
Chime Credit Builder Visa credit card has no annual fees,
And
interest,
technically,
or
really,
credit check
anybody
to
can
apply.
kinda get a credit
Use it
card.
everywhere Visa credit cards are accepted. Build credit using your own money. Money. Get paid up to 2 days earlier with direct deposit. With a qualifying direct deposit, you can get access to your money
Wonder how that
sooner.
works.
There's also fee-free overdraft with SpotMe. Overdraft up to $200 without fees with SpotMe.
That's a lot
When you
better
set
than
up
some
a
other
qualifying
banks,
direct deposit,
to be
just
fair.
set up a qualifying direct deposit. Sign up for SpotMe, and Chime will spot you to your
isn't
limit
like
when
usually
you
like a
make credit card
$30
purchase
overdraft
or
fee
cash withdrawal
with some
that
banks?
exceeds your balance.
Like, you go $1 over, they charge you
Access over
$35 for not having
60,000
money.
Free ATMs. That's more than the top 3 national banks combined. Easily find
Fidelity.
one near you with the Chime app.
Charles Schwab.
Send and receive money. Use Chime to pay anyone, Chime members or not, and cash out your money fee-free.
round up
With
transfer,
Chime
how?
Secure Credit Card, you can start improving your credit scores right away.
Improving?
Get
You kinda
started
start
today
out
at
with a credit card.
chime.com/nostalgia.
Secured cards are what people
That's
get at the very beginning.
chime.com/nostalgia. Chime.
I really
Like
wish
progress.
they taught
Oh, look,
about
the
credit cards or
talking fast flowers
financial
blooming.
The
literacy.
Chime Credit Builder Visa credit
Just
card issued
for
by
a
Bank
week
Bank,
in
NA
high
is Credit
school.
Bank, NA members FDIC. Spot me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal and OTC advance fees may apply. Terms and conditions apply. Go to chime.com disclosures for details.
So enjoy Chime and
Like I was just
spring
showing
and all
bees.
it has to offer. Rain? No! Who let in that son of a bitch?
You need rain to have flowers,
Final
though.
Fantasy VII every Friday.
I'm playing through Devil May Cry for the very first time on
Before,
Saturdays.
so I'm excited to see what they're like.
I'm also streaming
Hope to
Minecraft
see you
on
then.
Mondays. Okay, yep, right back into it.
Number 5.
Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad.
So
Who?
there were several attempts at Cosby TV shows over the years.
Did he never have one?
In 1996, a show simply named Cosby was
96,
one.
before I was
And while
born.
there's certainly been a few uncomfortable moments,
Monday, get the bare facts.
Oh my God. There's a naked lady back there and you drawing fruit? Right. How old do I have to be before I get that disease?
oh, he's just so not who he really is. This one really takes the cake.
Sometimes Ruthie loves me.
Time out!
Wait, who?
Wow.
What? What's the name?
And it only gets worse.
If you want that party, you should come upstairs now while the hostess is still awake.
Well, that's not the usual tradition, but Cosby can work with it.
I'm
Just
sure.
look at his reaction.
Still awake.
That's usually the response he gives when the hostess is out.
Uh-huh.
Ah, the usual every woman who's ever known.
Why is that funny?
treatment.
How'd I get on the floor?
It was an accident.
He held up his finger like an accident. Maybe that's what I can
Yep.
call it if I ever get subpoenaed. And after watching all that, aren't the words you want to see emphasize Cosby and big? Isn't that the
Why?
equivalent of seeing the words Weinstein and shower together?
No.
Nobody talked about the show when it was on, but man, I'm sure people will be talking about this promo for a bit of time.
Cosby Big Comedy Monday.
That's rough. No, no, stop. We've had too much of that.
Number 4. Yeah, Bill Cosby's blindfolding a minor. What about it?
I finally found a way to keep a kid from knowing I'm making Jell-O pudding for myself.
Which means it's just pudding and nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
First, I put on earmuffs to keep him from hearing the sound of milk pouring.
Wait, you put milk in
Pouring
Jell-O?
on its own doesn't sound dirty, but when Cosby says it, it kind of does.
Put on a rubber nose to keep him from smelling the rich chocolate.
Because my thought is no senses, no clues.
And a blindfold to keep him from seeing me while I eat my Jell-O pudding.
Let me use this rag to stuff in your mouth and...
Boiled again.
Okay.
A legal loophole will get you out scot-free. Another one that's pretty short, but seats all your senses in the front row of...
Does Jell-O, like, scrap these from existence?
I can think of a few reasons.
I would imagine Jell-O doesn't work with it anymore. Just a wild guess.
Before we start the Fat Albert Show, I'd like to have a word with
Albert.
you young people.
This is a segment from the Fat Albert Show, which Cosby would usually appear in to state the lesson. If you
I remember
think
Doug
Bill
talking
Cosby
about that.
Spelling out the obvious moral sounds strange. Get a load of this.
Now, all of those people who are in prison right now,
Excluding me, right now, at the moment.
Yeah, I think he got
were
out
kids
for some
once.
reason.
And then somewhere along the way, they did something wrong, something...
Just one thing?
They got caught. Oh, I mean, they didn't have enough hush money.
Maybe it was getting mixed up with a bad crowd, or maybe it was shoplifting or stealing a car.
Or
In
maybe
prison?
It was something else.
In prison for
Whatever
shoplifting.
it was, it probably started small, became bigger.
No argument here.
Maybe they even got away with it at first and thought it'd never get caught. But they were wrong.
Boy, he really should write another book. Are you there, Pot? It's me, Kettle.
He wrote a book.
Now, they're in prison.
Excluding me, right now, at the moment.
Wait, is he
Prison
going to
isn't
go
any
back
fun, and
in?
It isn't any joke.
There are people that call you Vanessa and admire parts of your body you didn't know could be admired.
What?
So play it straight, gang.
Straight is something I can speak from experience many do not practice in prison. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he was at like a special
Prison is bad,
prison.
and if there's one thing I believe Bill Cosby on, it's that.
That way you'll get where you want to go, not where you don't. Right?
Right.
Oh, that was number 3?
Number 2.
This is Bill Cosby. Now that everybody has told you about the dangers of doing drugs, I'd like to tell you about some of the benefits.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
way to
whoa,
start.
whoa.
This
Whoa.
was back when Bill Cosby had his
Whoa.
hit series, The Cosby Show. And as such, he did some PSAs. This is a basic just say no to drugs one, but for some reason he describes all the terrible things about drugs as benefits. And
As benefits.
I don't know why. I mean, I can speculate.
I
He
understand
never
why he
builds
has
up
this
to a punchline.
opinion.
It's not like, ha, fooled ya,
I can
or
see
it's
why
a
he
benefit
does.
if you're trying to die younger, something ironic like that. He just lists everything you're supposed to not like about them as something he sees as a benefit.
I'd like to tell you about some of the benefits. Just imagine yourself unconscious,
No.
making a visit to a hospital emergency room.
Who put me in that emergency room?
Why?
Weeks in rehabilitation centers, nights in overcrowded prisons.
Oh, now I see why all this happened. He read the cue card wrong and he took his own advice. It was supposed to read horrors instead of benefits.
I don't
and
know
he was
what
like,
year
oh, I didn't know this was all
the
good
allegations
stuff. Maybe
date
I should
back
get on
to.
that. Just see how many things he lists that happened to him.
Spending more money than you can afford, ruining your health, hurting your parents, losing your loved ones, and most of all, destroying yourself.
Oh.
Whatever the reason, it makes for a pretty hilarious PSA looking back.
Also, he's obviously reading
Remember
off
what
of
I
a
say
card.
about doing drugs. I think you can say no.
And I think you shoulda. And the number one
What is
poorly aged
number
Bill
one gonna
Cosby
be?
commercial is White Owl cigars. First
Okay,
off,
it's not
just
Wilkins
really
coffee.
weird seeing Bill Cosby advertise cigars on TV. It'd be like seeing
He's
Ezra
supposed to be like
Miller in a
Richard
television
Pryor.
commercial for guns. Like, there's worse things you can connect them to, but it's just odd seeing a celebrity, this product, and television commercial together. The reason this is number one, though, is not even because he says like a ton of crazy things
It's
that can
because
be
of
taken out
what?
of context. In fact, he only says one thing, but he says it over and over.
Sooner or later, you're going to try a White Owl, and when you do, we're going to get you. You know we're going to get you. It's only a matter of time.
Who's this weird you're talking about?
We're going to get you.
There is nothing more terrifying
That-
than Bill
that
Cosby
makes me
standing
not
over you
want
with
the
a
product.
lit phallic symbol repeating several times, "We're gonna get you." He goes from goofball trying to be corny to a perverted Batman.
Is that
villain
actually
saying
what
with
like he
pure
wore?
confidence, you
Like
will not
was that his
escape
outfit?
him. It's just so unnerving.
It actually looks pretty
got
real.
you.
The smoke around him just looks like he's preparing a branding iron that says Grade A BC meat.
It's only a matter of time. And then we're gonna get him, White Al. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get you.
I have nothing to say. I'm just so uncomfortable watching this.
We're gonna get you. You know.
That also looks like it's probably like one of the oldest ones.
I guarantee every person who watched it would shit themselves in 3 minutes. There's no words to describe it except...
Ew.
That's not even a word, so there's no words to describe it. It just is. And it should not.
It should definitely zig and not zag.
It's only a matter of time. We're gonna get you. And then we're gonna get him, White Al. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get you. You know we're gonna get you.
No.
And we're gonna get him, White Al. We're gonna get you.
Wait, how long?
I still don't know who the weird...
I'm the nostalgia critic.
What?
Like there's any other way this could end.
Oh. What? I don't... What? Was that a joke about something? Of course. Of course. Of course.
We're continuing cameos for charity, and all this month, we're donating
Humane?
to the Naperville Humane Society.
Naperville.
Why this one in particular? Because it's where my
Dogs.
brother Rob got his pet dog, Ellie. And she's pretty
Aw,
adorable.
Ellie.
This is a non-profit, limited admission animal
Photoshop
shelter for
kills
dog
me.
and cat
Like-
adoption, foster care, and owner
Ah,
surrenders. Their
where the
mission
kid
is
is
to
at?
promote the humane treatment
Yeah.
of
I don't
compassionate
think so.
animals and create lasting human-animal bonds. They
Got
seek to
rescue
deliver
kittens that
services
are
to their
16 weeks
community
old?
that reflect their integrity,
Actually,
respect,
2
compassion,
days to be
and
17
joy
weeks old,
for
I think.
all people and animals. So if you want a cameo for me saying hi or happy birthday
I highly
or
recommend
whatever,
getting a cameo.
click the link
I've gotten
below
two
and be
from
giving to a
the
wonderful
Linklater's video
organization.
and the Battlefield
If you're
Earth
like the
video.
hell with that noise, I don't want a
To
cameo from you. Well, consider looking at this great organization anyway.
Oh,
Like I said,
there's a
it
cat
does
on the
lot of
desk.
Good, and there's some really great animals you can help out. Check them
Maybe it
out
was
and
in
see
the
all the
desk.
adorableness
It was under
you're
the desk.
missing out on.
I was like, what was that sound? Oh, man. Oh, God. The commercial special. Oh, yeah, there's Bill Cosby in that one. Okay. Well, I look forward to reading your comments. Also, people doing the Galaxy Quest thing. I think Galaxy Quest is a movie that my dad's watched a couple times, and I've, like, walked in the living room when I lived with my parents, and, like, I would, like, see moments and clips from it. But this is top 11 poorly aged Bill Cosby commercials, and yikes. All of them were poorly aged. People have been asking for this. I've been reading your comments, even on old videos. Even this video is a year old, I'm still gonna be reading your comments. People still test me. People literally be like, "Do you still read comments on old videos this old?" And I'll respond like within 2 minutes, be like, "Yep, of course." And they're like, "Well, okay then." But shout out to patrons. None of this possible was not for them. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. I hope I made it a tiny little bit better. But until next video, take care and kitty music.
We were playing that song.